Hello everyone, Joe Biden here. I just want to thank you all for supporting the American Jewish Committee.
You've been called the State Department of the Jewish people, a title so apt I may start giving out some assignments today.
More than a century, AJC,
AJC,
the American Jewish Committee,
AJC,
AJC,
AJC
has taken up the essential work of combating anti-Semitism. You know, support for Israel is too important to be a political football or a partisan issue. It's about all that unites us as a people. Our shared democratic values, our spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship, our determination to overcome every obstacle and endure.
As the senator who represents Poway, and as someone who's personally prosecuted hate crimes, I also believe that we need to speak the truth, that anti-Semitism is real in this country. We cannot stand by while anti-Semitism, hate crimes, and bigotry are on the rise. This violence and hate are alarming and simply unacceptable. No one should have to worry about their children's safety when they drop them off at the JCC. We all need to join together to stand up and speak out against it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for over 100 years, AJC has led the campaign against intolerance, against injustice, against a false choice between security and peace for the State of Israel. For what AJC has always known, and what the world must now understand, is that these issues don't just affect someone else's freedom, someone else's dignity, someone else's safety. They affect all of us, each of us. They undermine our security, they defy our humanity, and they call into question our most basic values. And they're personal. And I have to tell you, they're personal to me as well.
I think there is a risk that support for Israel could come to be regarded as a partisan issue, and I think that would be really unfortunate. And one of the first things you realize when you get on the ground is that this is not a left versus right issue. At least it shouldn't be. Project Interchange, and the chance to make sure that leaders and figures from within both parties have a chance to get on the ground and in a balanced way. Making sure that as this trip made sure of, that we saw what was going on in the West Bank as well, that we were able to meet with a range of people so that it didn't feel like we were being asked to hear only one kind of party line.
For more than a century, the AJC, the American Jewish Committee, has helped our country keep alive that promise of opportunity for all of us. You've stood up for our shared values, not just here, but around the world. You've honored the American tradition of perfecting our union with hard work and sacrifice, and the Jewish tradition that teaches us that while we are not obligated to finish that work, neither are we free to desist from it.
But we must do everything in our power to keep hate out of our communities. In our combined efforts, we can help make our entire country certainly safer as a whole.
Finally, again, with the support of AJC and others of you in the room, we have secured Israel's membership, finally, in WEOG in Geneva.
But when one nation is targeted relentlessly, obsessively, bitterly, as Israel is time and again, that is just wrong. It's ugly. It's bullying in the guise of diplomacy, and it has to stop.
For more than a century, AJC has been a partner and a pioneer in defining the relationship between American Jews and Israel, and a leader in strengthening that relationship. You've built bridges during difficult times and hopeful ones alike, and we've seen them all in this journey.